So I'm about to take you through this RGB video light that I've purchased off Amazon. About £129. You'll see, absolutely fantastic. Not only is it bright and basically you can go through the full gamut of colours, it's also easy to adjust, and you've got various settings on it as well, various effects I should say. So, right, so let's carry on. Right, so here we have it in situ. So I've just been doing some filming, but what I want to show you is we're going to take the colour of the light down first, from white light down to much more subdued one, and we'll take that back up again to the bright white light. Now that bright white light is 5600K, and now we'll adjust the brightness, so it's at 100% at the moment, and it's fully controllable, so it's going to come down to just 1%. And then when we get down to that, we'll take it back up again. Very, very controllable. The buttons on the side and on the top, easy to use, very accessible. And obviously that panel on the back that tells you exactly what you're doing. Very useful. Right, so if we just have a look at the back of it first before we go through the rest of the controls. Here's the LCD display, and basically it's showing at the moment the what the colour is. This is from the 360-degree colour wheel, and next I'll go through these on the front and you'll see them shortly, but next we've got the colour saturation, so it's currently at 100. Next one down is the brightness, so that's at 100% as well, and then we've got the temperature of the light, so 5600K, and then we move over to the effects. So we've got lightning. The next one down just rotates through all the colours, and then the bottom one's the emergency services. And all you do to change those is you scroll through them with this button at the top. This one changes the brightness, and this one increases or decreases the individual setting. So in other words, if I press down on this one, you'll see the colour wheel changing. And if I change it and we come down to, so we've got the white light there. If we want to reduce the temperature, again, you just reduce this and the temperature drops down. So we'll see all those in action now. And we'll just go through that again. So you can see that I'm in quite a dimly lit room, even though the camera's picking it up okay. But what we're going to do is we'll turn the light on. So now you should see a big difference there. And that's the white light. And it's at 100% brightness as well. So we're going to reduce that now. We're going to change the colour to a warmer colour. We'll take that all the way down. So I said before it was, I think 5600K is the bright white light. Now this warmer light is around about 3200K. Right, let's take that back up again. And where I showed you the reduction in the brightness, so again the brightness is at 100%, and we're going to take that all the way down, and then when we get down we'll bring it back up. So that's just reducing. I say it'll go down to 1%, which is next to nothing. It's almost like it's switched off, and we'll take it back up again. And now we're at 100% again. So this really comes in useful where I've struggled previously. It does exactly what I want it to do, which is get the light into the area, which is usually in front of me, what I'm looking at there. When I'm reviewing a product, for example, the product's here in front of me, but the light might be on me, and I need that that lit up, and that's what this is basically doing. But obviously you've also got the different settings on it as well, and we'll go through those now. Right, okay, so we'll see it in action now, and the first one that we'll see is the colour display, so we'll change that. Obviously you've got to highlight it first, and then we'll start scrolling through it. Right, so we're on it, and we'll go through that colour wheel now all the way through. And it basically goes through the full gamut of them. Nice and bright in my face as well. Alright, so when we've done that one, the next one, if I'm not mistaken, is the saturation, the colour saturation. So we'll just go through that. And then the one after that is the brightness. We've already seen that in action, so we'll skip that. We've also seen the temperature. Now this one is one of the effects. This is lightning. The one after this, we'll just see that a couple more times. And last but not least, there we go. So the one after this, it just rotates through the colours automatically. You see it scrolling through them all. And then the last of the effects is the emergency services. So just like we've got a police car parked outside, or an ambulance, or a fire truck. So you've got all those different effects that you can use. Just to go over the effects again, in each of the categories there, so lightning, colour change, and an emergency, you've got three settings within each one. So if we just take it to the lightning, so that's the first one, but then you can change that. So let's go to B. So now you've got a different lightning effect. And we'll go to the last one. So that's the last one. And then if we go to the next setting, the colour change, so this is the one that you saw earlier, which just cycles through everything. And if we change that, so this is the next one. And then if we change that to the last one, that, if I'm not mistaken, is a candle effect. And then, there we go. You see it? Candle effect. So if we go on to the last one, which is the emergency, so that's the first one. That's the, oops, that's the next one. And that's the last one. And then back to the original again. So that's what you've got within those. So there's 9 effects in total. And finally, this is your standby. So it'll come on straight away as soon as you press it. Move that to the light. Oops, there's it. Yes, that's on your light. So click it on and off for standby. And when it's in standby, if you just keep your finger on it, it goes off completely. And that's for storage. Okay, and to look at the RGB video light in greater detail, you've seen it in action. Let's just go through the construction of it and basically what it looks like. So currently it's got my quick release plate on there, and if I just take that off, just remove that, put that to one side. So it's about the size of a mobile phone. This is a case that it comes with. You get a charging cable with it. Now the best thing about this is, I'll just spin it round, it's a USB-C charging port, if you can see it there. Much better than the micro USB connectors. So that's an adapter from USB to USB-C. There's your USB-C cable for charging it up. The battery itself, it's a 4,000 and something milliampere battery in it. So you've got up to 100 minutes on full brightness, which is excellent, especially if you're out and about. And because it takes quick charge through the USB-C cable, quick charge 3 and 2, it will charge up in just over 2 hours to 100%. Where you saw the quick release plate there, you get this with it. So if you don't want to use it with the phone, which is what I'm currently doing, if you've got a DSLR, for example, just pop that down, then this, when you undo it, is the plate that fits into the shoe. You do it properly, like so, and then you tighten it up, and obviously your light then fits on top, and it's fully adjustable as well. So you can either have it, just bring it closer. You can either have it like so, or there's another screw at the bottom there, so you can have it portrait or landscape, nice and easy. Move that out of the way. So that's what you get with it. Just take that out, bring it back. It's a nice little protective carry case, and you've got your screw on the base, your screw there, and if we bring it round, this is your LCD display on the back. That switches it on, and we've already been through all these, but basically you scroll through them with that. That takes you through them all. There's your emergency services one again, one of my favourites. You've got your battery indicator on there, and your brightness is there. So you bring that down, oh, sorry, that's your brightness there. You can see clicking down all the way to 1%, and then back up again. It's really, really easy to use, and that turns it off. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best investments that I've made recently. Really, really good. Big recommendation, easy to use, bright, fantastic. It's also got a milled aluminium surround on it. And pop everything into that side, the shoe, the light, all nice and protected and ready to take out and about.